Hey everybody, hope you guys have been enjoying Deadman mode. One of the most asked questions I keep getting is how to rebuild after suffering a loss. I know a lot of you have been in this situation where you're kind of struggling to even make it out of a city without feeling like you're getting PK'd at every turn. And luckily, there's actually been some pretty good discoveries coming out about how skillers can very easily make cash with really not that much risk at all. In previous Deadman modes, pretty much every single monster in the game had access to a shared drop table, which would drop alchable items. And now, with the addition of sigils, you'll also be able to get sigils from those monsters. Well, the thing is that those monsters drop way better at higher combat levels. So, unless you're killing monsters that are like combat level 100 plus, you're probably not going to be seeing that many sigils. This Deadman mode, however, you have access to that just by skilling anywhere that's in a dangerous area, so just not in a safe area. This means that you have access to some very expensive sigils, as well as, getting a chance at some alks that can kind of get you started and help you rebuild. I believe the chance is 1 in 500, and the interesting thing is it doesn't seem to be based on the actual level needed to get that resources. So a lot of people are doing this with pure essence, which has been nerfed already, but you can still find a way to do this with other really fast skilling methods where you're basically rolling really fast. So you're not going to want to do things like magic logs or fishing sharks, but something like barbarian fishing, for example. You can see I'm getting experience really fast and I'm just kind of sitting here chilling. And the really cool thing is, although you are in a dangerous area, you can go with like very little risk. I mean, I'm not really bringing much. I'm bringing a couple of brews and resources, and that's just really to get away. And I just have a little bit of gear here, but that's just because I'm too lazy to actually go and like bank it and sell it all. But you could go here basically entirely naked and still get a chance at some of the sigils. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get this lucky, but literally since I started recording this video, I've already hit 2 sigils. One of these is the revoked limitation. This one's absolute trash, but I also got the sigil of arcane swiftness, which is worth like 6 mil right now. It's really good, and I should probably go bank that right away. So it's really easy to come out here with next to nothing. Literally, you don't even need to bring ways of getting away. Just go out here, try to get some sigils. Maybe you'll roll the alk table instead. I know that I got like a dragon battle axe not that long ago doing this. Now, I did want to say though that you do need to be in one of the higher combat brackets to actually get the better sigils. I don't know the exact rules for it, but I believe to get tier 3 sigils, you need to be at least level 71 and up. So the 71 to 90 bracket, that's bracket 3. Not sure about tier 2 sigils, but it might be 51 to 70, but I'm not sure. Regardless, I would probably just advise to get to the 3rd bracket. It's really not that hard. Level 71 combat shouldn't take you very much. You could literally just go AFK guards in like a city in like a couple hours and you'll be there. And then just do this. I mean, honestly, I've been doing this while like chilling and eating dinner. I kind of need the rest because I've been playing Deadman pretty hard. So it's nice to have a chance at making some really good cash while also training up my skills. Now, if you do have the cash, there are some ways to kind of speed this up, mainly in the form of sigils. Remember that sigils are not lost on death as long as they are either in your bank or they're actually attuned, which is like they're equipped, right? For me, the most important one has been the sigil of storage, which is actually a tier 1 sigil, and it costs like maybe 150k right now or something. And this gives you a 90% chance to send all of those resources to your bank. This means that while I'm fishing, like most of the time, it just gets sent to my bank anyway. You can see I have 4 inventory slots and they're barely ever even getting filled up. There's also one that has a 100% chance to proc, but it's like way more expensive. So if you don't have a lot of cash, just try to get the 90% one, or you can just drop your resources on the ground. It's really no big deal. Remember, you're probably going to want to do some like really low tier skilling stuff like oak trees, shrimp, just stuff where you're constantly going to be getting the experience, because that's what's actually going to dictate your chance. In addition, if you really can afford it, the prosperity sigil increases your chance at the drop table by 20%. And now I'm not confident, I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that this also applies to the skilling, which would take it from a 1 in 500 to a 1 in 400. So if you can get your hands on that, I would equip that and use it. Again, it's just going to help you make more money in the long run. So it's probably a good investment if you do have like 6 mil lying around, or maybe you catch one instead of just immediately selling it. Equip it, use it, and then you can go ahead and sell it off when you're basically done with Deadman mode. Finally, if you are getting any kind of resource that actually matters to you, maybe you actually do want like a massive chunk of fish or whatever, there are a couple that will double and triple the amount of resources you get, so that can be combined with the one that sends it to your bank to actually kind of create a huge stack of them for whatever reason. Now, I'm sure there's probably hundreds and hundreds of places I could list of places where you can do this, but I don't really want to just like tell you everywhere you can go. I'm showing you this place, Barb Fishing, which I think is really easy. It's right next to Gnome Stronghold too, so it's very easy to get over here. I've seen people doing oak trees. I've seen people doing like tin and copper rocks. I know there's a couple fishing spots in Varlamore that don't go away for a while. Maybe you could try the Isle of Souls. Honestly, just find anywhere that's like kind of out of the way, and like even if you get PK'd, I mean, you can come there with literally nothing. So they'll kill you and you'll just come back in like a couple minutes, all right? I doubt they're going to camp the fishing spot. And as a final reminder, when you do get, a sigil or an alec, just, make sure to go back. Sigils in your inventory will be lost if they're not. And you have to go to a bank to equip it. So as soon as you get that sigil, you're going to want to teleport out. Don't be like me. Don't sit with 2 of them in your inventory just for the sake of the video. All right, guys, good luck. I hope this helps you get back on your feet so you can go get some more of those sigils. If you are in the higher brackets, I think there might be an even higher chance at getting, some of the better sigils. So feel free to like keep training your combat skills, and then you can do this at the higher bracket. I'm in the max bracket doing this, kind of just chilling, waiting for the next breach to spawn. So I'm pretty much just hanging out here, trying to farm some cash. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck, and I will see you soon.